Okay, let me just recall here.
Go to all files.
Okay, so now you have this model. Let's rotate that.
Select
Let me view.
4D. I think you're missing a file.
It's you're in Revit. You go to Navisworks.
Okay, so number one thing we saw here is, this is the site model from the CAD file, and this is the RVT file, the building model. And one thing we saw here is they are not lined up, right? So basically the building goes to the on the road. So we want to move them. It's very difficult to move things around in Revit, in Navisworks. And all the reason here is the two models were created by different people, and they didn't coordinate their original 0, 0, 0 point. So the only way we can do it in Navisworks is to do this. We just select either the side or the Revit model and right click, and let's go units and transform. And here you can basically just manually tap the origin point, change it. So let's just try it on, let's say 10. See how it goes like this way. So it doesn't help too much, but let's try this one again. Let's see, okay, so it's a bit closer. Okay. So now they are lined up. So this is the first step. We want to line up the two models. Once this is done, we are okay to go. You guys know how to mute it. It's really annoying here. I can hear myself talking.
Hit the microphone in the green area next to stop share.
Here.
Over a little bit, to a minute.
Here. Maybe. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Here? Here. No, every time I click, it's getting this warning and say fail. Anyway, so now let's just open the timeliner. So if you on the tab home and just go open timeliner. Looks you guys are just watching. Why don't you guys also do this yourself? We want to open the timeliner, and also we want to open the selection tree. So this one will show the objects here, and that's ping it. So this is the user interface we want to have for the 4D simulation. And then basically here, what I'm saying is a schedule. It's kind of like the P6 schedule on Microsoft project. And here, what you see is actually the different object. If you select them, as you can see, they will be highlighted in 3D view. So now let's just import the schedule. So let's go to data source and just go add. As you can see here, it supports CSV, supports Microsoft Project, older version of Microsoft Project, and also P6. So let's just use CSV import, and let's go find this schedule. Just go like this. Now what you see here is the columns are from the CSV file. So after you load it, so this one, the left hand shows all the column names from the CSV file. So one thing we need to do here is to match up with the field names in Navisworks. So let's say, let me go here and use the drop-down box. So it looks like the column in the CSV task name very likely is the name in Navisworks. It makes sense? So here, that's the CSV file, and here, that's your Navisworks. So we are matching up the names. So I'm just keep doing that. So display ID is probably display ID, and task type is probably task type, sync ID, planned start date, let's say planned start, planned end date is planned end, actual start date, actual start, actual end date, actual end. So looks like the CSV also has material costs, labor costs, those kind of stuff. But Navisworks doesn't provide that. So let's just basically ignore them for now and just go OK. Now, additional step, we just want to refresh all data source and just tell Navisworks to review the task hierarchy. I don't know why, after you load that, you still need to refresh it. So this is your first time loading a data source. I don't know. It's just a design. So you don't forget to click that button. Otherwise, if you go back to, so don't do that and go back to task. You will say, Professor, there's nothing here. What's wrong? Just need to go back to here and refresh all data source, review the hierarchy, and go, okay, let's say something's missing, totally fine. Now we go back. Now we see the schedule here. Make sense? So it looks like a typical schedule, right? The only problem is we still need to redefine the hierarchical structure here. So this is the bar chart. Before we link this each bar to the 3D objects, we need to review the hierarchy. Let's say site work, that's actually a level 1 activity because all the ground, HRE roads, curves, runway, traffic line, and white line should be what? The subordinates of this site work, right? So we just use the shift button or control button to select everything here. And we use this button, the indent. What happened here? Here. Let me just run again. Now, originally it's considered as a regular activity, but after you did that, now maybe it's considered as actually a higher level. So now I can basically just do this, unfold and fold up. Make sense? So now let's just go. This is level 1. Definitely that's not what we need. We want to select all this and do what? Indent. And again, level 2. Let's say that's all level 2. Let's do indent. Level 3, level 4, level 5, 6. Seems like we haven't created those activities. It's okay. Panels, polygons, that's for level 6. That's indent. Now, once that is done, you see it becomes more kind of like a regular, traditional schedule. Okay, but like I mentioned, we're still missing stuff. For example, for level 3, nothing here, right? So we want to create some subordinate activities for level 3. We just go here and just go add task. We want to move. We can move up here, but I'm going to delete this one. I want to use a different function. So I'm going to select here, and I'm just going to insert task here. So now we have a new task inserted here. Let's count how many activities for each level. Let's use level 1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 activities for level 1. Why don't we create 6 activities for level 3 as well? So we created 1 already. Let's just do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we have 6, and let's rename them. So let me just make this one larger. Let me go to here. So it seems like this one should be items. This one should be items. This one should be yours. And okay. Good. And for level 4, same thing. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just rename them. You guys know what I'm doing here, right? I'm actually improving my scheduler. So it's kind of like I received from my scheduler. It's missing some items. I'm just using my knowledge to complete that. But of course, if your scheduler is doing a good job, you wouldn't need to do this, right? So I'm going to skip level 5 and level 6. Let me just focus on. I think I did it wrong here. That should be one of the subordinate item of level 6. So what should I do?
Indent.
Oops.
But then become panels subordinates.
Okay, should be this. I need to select everything here and do what? I need to remove them to the same level and then. Okay, so I think the right way should be this. Actually, indent done, and this is all the 3 activities here. They are actually subordinate of the set finish. Make sense? Okay, so now I created all things there. Oh, I think I messed up the level 4, 5. So I'm going to just alter this one, so it becomes a higher level. Level 5 and 6. I can use my control button. Alter, they become higher level. Okay. Sorry, I should do one by one. did I do? Okay, I think I just accidentally make a level 5 the someone, but now it should be working. Okay, so that's level 4, level 5. Okay, we also have level 3. So how about I do this? So we have level 3, level 4, level 5. Finish. Level 2, level 1. Okay, so good. Okay, now since we created the new activities, what information are we still missing? The days, exactly. So let's just go down and see. Now they are not applicable, so we have to fix some dates here. So let's check, the actual end here is April sometime, so let's just use April here. Are you guys working on this as well? Otherwise, you are just watching me doing this boring thing.
It's very hard
Yeah,
to
but it's
work
harder, it's
and
actually
watch at the
harder
same
to
time.
do all this than
Okay.
just understand.
You guys are
Okay.
completely lost.
So if you're okay watching me do this thing, I'm totally okay. So let me just finish a couple of lines here. Otherwise, I cannot run simulation. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, how about this here? Yeah, this is the most boring part of for this simulation. It's actually making
Realistic date.
Yes.
If you attach them, will it automatically populate dates based off of
I mean, if you have a good schedule already, you wouldn't need to do this. Okay. You know what? I'm going to stop here. I think I can just play a trick here. I'm just going to change this one number, and I'm going just to, you know what I'm doing here? The more information I give to this work, the better simulation you will have. And if I just give 1 day for one level, then the simulation would look like, all of a sudden one level appears. Make sense? So I'm going to do that here. I'm just going to maybe just make up a date here. Okay, so now I change the. Okay, sure. It's really annoying. Level 4, that's better.
Wrong thing.
Okay, so now let's say we have this kind of schedule already. You guys can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is construction type, the task type. We change everything here to construct, which means this is to be constructed.
Okay.
And do you know why we also want to give them different types here? Because later when you run simulation, you can use different colors to show them. That is very, very helpful. Somebody is more interested in temporary structure. Somebody is more interested in plan activities.
You do like the site prep
exactly.
or something. Which
So
would be temporary.
yeah, which means you give them different labels, and you can later configure the simulation in whatever way you want. But now I'm just going to give them construct. All right, so now we do have the activities here. The last step, and which is also the most time-consuming step, is to link them to the 3D objects. So I want to make this one a little bit larger, and now I want to go back to the office. Let's go to level 1. So if you open level 1, you see what? You see columns. You see the curtain panels and everything, level 1. Now, what I can do is to come here, go to my level 1. I see the same thing, right? So the thing I need to do is I need to highlight the object here, which means also highlight object here, and then go here, see the column called attached, right click, and just say attach current selection. Make sense? You have to do that for each activity. And more, if you want to run an even better simulation, you can basically unfold them and select, like each single individual column, and you create the start date and end date for each of the items and just link them manually. then your simulation will look really good. It's kind of like one column, another column, third column, fourth column. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to link all the columns together, and I did that already. So the column is down. Let's select curtain wall. Make sure it's curtain wall, and guess what? Right click, attach. Right click, attach. Doors, all the doors. Here, right? Attach. Doors. Attach.
Yeah.
Walls.
Yeah.
Attach. Okay, let me do level 2.
So many activities.
Curtain panel. Attach. Curtain wall. Attach. Doors. Doors. Attach. Railings. Walls. So attach. Okay, and the level 3, let me do level 3 and level 4, level 6. We can treat them as one level. So level panels, attach, curtain wall, attach, doors, attach, doors, attach, railings, attach. You know what? I think when we run simulation, we're going to run trouble with these items because we didn't give them the start day and end day. But let's see. Maybe they will just hung out in the air, even though we played it because there's no information for them. But anyway, you get them. I get a sense. So attach. Level 4. How about this? This time I don't do everything level 4. I just select level 4 here, and guess where I should attach level 4. Make sense? So you can basically select what level you want to do, or the level of details you want to have for your project, for your simulation. So level 5, I'm going to select all the level 5 here, and I'm going to just attach it to this activity. Level 6, again, level 6 here. Even though I have all the items for level 6, but if I want to save my time doing this simulation, I can just attach everything to level 6. Make sense? And now let's say we still have site finish. Might be here.
But what if the subordinates don't match up
Then
when you attach it?
what do you mean by that?
Like on the left side, because you put these in manually, right?
No, that's from your model.
Okay.
That's from your model.
The left side is from the model, but the
No.
right side you put in manually.
Here, that's the schedule. You can always change your schedule to show whatever you want to show, right? Like in this case, we have the paving slabs. Let's check where's the paving slabs, guys. Can any of you tell me where the paving is?
What a thicker setting is. If you if it was floor and I actually put panels,
Here,
I'd probably
so
put
that's
panels
paving.
with floor.
Do we have more paving?
Yeah, kind of.
Do we have more pavings here? Yes. Hey guys, so here's nothing. This is block paving. We have multiple block pavings, right? So now you can control. Here's the thing. You can select multiple objects and then attach them to the same. Make sense? So they will appear together. That makes perfect sense. That's paving slab. Sorry. Now I did this wrong. I can basically just clear attachment. Okay, so I should attach it here. So where's the paving slab? I believe we do have a paving slab somewhere. Where? Oh, here it is. Yes. Let's go here. Attach. Bubbles. Here. We have wall. Probably no. Let's go attach. Okay, so you see a lot of 3D objects here don't belong to the schedule. Do you know why? Because we haven't spent time to make the schedule better. So you know what you need to do now. You need to create a really good schedule, matching up with your 3D objects, at least at a higher level, and then you can basically link them, right? Okay, so I think we have attached good enough things. Oh, saddle wall. So let me do this. I need to do something here. Ground. Where's the ground? Here it is, right? So let me just attach the ground here. Attach roads here. Attach curbs. Attach runway. Attach traffic island. Attach and finally white line. Okay. All right. So Looks good to me. Let's run a simulation. So I'm going to close this one, make this one a little bit bigger so you can have a better view of this. And then I'm going to go to simulate and let me run. Let's see how it looks like. Like I mentioned, if you spend more time doing good schedule and link them manually with some patience, and you definitely will have a better view of that. Okay, and another thing you can do, let me go to the beginning, is you can change your viewpoint and run a simulation. And even during the simulation, you can basically move freely, to give a better feeling. Let's say I just go inside and give a better feeling of the simulation inside.
Is it like a Lumion?
Yes, Synchro is actually Luminous works. And the rendering of Synchro is really good.
So is that quality?
Not that quality, but much better than Navisworks. Now, see, basically during the simulation, you can move this around and show your customer or your team, how it looks like from different angles. Okay, that's not all. Maybe sometimes they do have some weird requests to say, hey, I know your simulation looks good, but at the beginning I see nothing. I still want to see, the finished view, but can you different color, maybe like a transparent view of that? Yes, go to configure. And here, like I mentioned, that's why we need to label the types of the task. And because we label that, we can basically define what they want to see. So let's say simulation start appearance for construct. It's nothing now, but I can definitely go there and I can see I want to bring 90% transparent. And just by changing that, let's replay the simulation to see how it looks like. Now you actually can feel that, right? I have the building there already. It's just showing up the building. And this one, it also shows the time, right? Okay, so maybe you say, I don't want to show it like the interval now, maybe it's weeks or maybe days. Maybe I want to change it to hours, maybe I want to change it to years, or maybe I want to change it to person complete. You go to settings, click the setting here, and it basically can just change. Now the interval is 5% complete. What is 5% complete? It's the time. So if it's 1 year, that 5% complete, it's kind of like each frame is 5% of that 1 year. Make sense? But I can definitely change it to days, weeks, hours, minutes, or even seconds. I don't know why they also have seconds here. Maybe for nuclear plant, they do need to show some seconds change, right? But anyway, I can change to weeks, and I want to change 1 week. And the playback duration now is 20 seconds. I can change it to maybe a little bit longer video. Let me just keep that. And here, you also can show in the view the difference between the plan and the actual. What I mean, because remember I mentioned about the earned value management. You have plan, you have actual, you have earned. Navisworks doesn't give you good function to visualize the cash flow, but at least it gives you the way to visualize the difference. So if you have different days, which I didn't set up here, but in your schedule, if you put different dates for the planned start and the actual start, planned end, the actual end, and you just select the difference, it will highlight the difference. Make sense? But it's not as good as the Synchro to show you the S-curve and to show you different numbers. Okay? So let me just click OK, and now this time, just watch the bar chart change, and this one is actually like every week. It's probably faster than the original, but this one actually shows the change, percent complete of different activities and everything. And go closer, go further. Okay, so now let's say I'm okay, I'm happy with this animation, and the last step is to export that. I just click this one, and I want to render it from the current viewpoint. I want to use the current animation format, Windows AVI, it's the video format. And here, don't forget this one. I have personally seen a lot of ugly simulation because whenever produce simulation just didn't change the resolution. By default, it's 256 by 256. It's about this size. And if you play that animation on this screen, you just see some mosaic, moving, and you cannot tell that. Let's just do at least a 1K. So what is 1K? Right? It's 1084, 768, right? And here it also change the frame per second. If you want a really good feel, and that's another killer. If you play 6 frames per second, then your animation is really jittering, it's kind of like jumping all the time. So we want to do at least a 30, but it will take a while to render that. But let me do 30 and see how strong the computer is. Probably not very strong. Let's go. Okay, no animation. I'm sorry. Tab ladder. Okay, so now it asking me to save it somewhere, and let's say CGN BIM. Just give it a second. It's working on that. Oh, it's faster than I thought.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
It's basically rendering, as you can see, it's rendering images and link the images as a video. All right, now we're done. So let me go to my text. I think it's download, right? Download. Here it is. Oh, it's nothing. It's just what's the size of this one? This is 1 gigabyte. Okay. Yeah, I know, but it's frozen here.
You don't want me right
here. It's frozen here.
Writing message. It's not that I'm bad.
Let me just play that. Come on. Okay. All right. So let's just go open ways. This one. See, that's basically my first. It's not my first. It's our first 1K for the simulation. Not bad. Now you can send this to your project manager, to the owner. If you did a really good simulation, you should be proud of that. So your next team homework is actually very simple. I'm going to send you a model. Actually, I'm going to show you. Everybody has the model in your computer already. It's the sample model provided by Revit. So you are going to go with that model, and you as a team are going to create the schedule. Okay, you can use Microsoft Project, you can use P6, or you can just use Excel. And I would expect at least 40, 50 activities. So let's say 40, 50 activities, and run a simulation on that project. And let's see how different the durations are. My experience is so off. Like some teams just finish the project within a month. Some team finish the project in 5 years. So it says you guys have different assumptions. So let me show you. Last thing I want to show you where the model is. Once you download Revit and install Revit, you have the model here. Let's go to C drive and then go to Program Files and go to Autodesk. So you can see the direction, the patch here. And Autodesk, and then go to Revit 2019 and go find a folder called Samples. And the one I want you guys to use for this project is RAC Advanced Family. Oh, sorry, RAC Advanced Sample Project. So I'm just going to open that and show you how what that is. It's a school project in Germany. 3-story with a lot of curtain walls, some concrete structures, big size, good size. And that's the model you guys are going to use for your 4D simulation homework.
Interesting. We add in the durations and everything.
Oh yeah, you basically just define everything here in Navisworks. So the best, here's the thing, guys. Don't try to do the schedule itself here. It's not user friendly in Navisworks. Even though theoretically speaking, you can create a schedule here from nothing, but it's just not designed for that purpose. So it's super it's difficult to do it here. So I would recommend you to use Microsoft Project. I think it's free for students, or at least Excel. And just don't forget to put, like ID, name, and the start date, end date. And once you have the start date and end date, you should have a duration automatically. So you do not have to worry about that. But yeah, this is the project. How should I hide this one? Okay. 3D view. Yep. So this is the model you want to use to run the simulation. And once again, I think my expectation is about 50 activities, but I have seen a team, they probably spend a whole lot of time. Like for the windows, they basically each window is a separate activity. So you see the animation, it's kind of like the window coming up, but it's probably not necessary for this project. Okay, so that's the 4D simulation. It's too simple, right? Any question? No? Don't forget we have the class action homework due next week. Yeah.
How many people?
Yeah, it's actually, we really need to cover. So here's the thing: we really need to cover the lecture since we are still there. So why don't we do the class action homework Thursday next week? So Tuesday, I do need to show you the BIM applications Tuesday next week. Okay, so the Navy's Word, class action, presentation, and submission will be Thursday next week. So Tuesday we will have a lecture in that classroom. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
So okay.